tell me if this name rings a bell. Inga. Some of you are saying, yeah, I know who Inga is. Some of you are like, huh? I'm going to give you another hint. Hoffman. Yeah? Now is some of you guys out there going, yeah. I knew Inga. Look, the comments are going to light up all about Inga here. The seed lady. Some people didn't even know her real name. They just knew her as the seed lady. Well, Inga Hoffman was one of my good pals, and she passed some years ago. But she was legendary, just a wild, fun woman. And she was best known for being the best seed source in the entire world for a long time for rare palms. She would travel the whole entire world to get these seeds, and then she would bring them to her house, that house right there. And she would then distribute them to sell them to people and mail them all over the world. So a lot of beautiful palms you'll see all over the world, they all started here at Inga's house. We have some new owners now, and I'm going to traumatize them with my video. But as soon as I pulled up, they hired me to come over here and give them some advice on how to take care of the palms, because they don't know much. And they've inherited this unbelievably amazing collection of trees. And so I figured, you know what? Inga would be quite upset if I didn't turn the video camera on while I did this. So right now she's smiling somewhere up in the heavens with the ceiling wax palm that she has in front of her house. Let's look at this place. You've got some sabals. You've got your tree aloe. You've got your Rapala stylus right there. You've even got some kind of an arenga, single trunk arenga. That's a single trunk arenga. Can you see that? Fishtail palms. I just came from the Oakland Zoo and dropped off a bunch of exotic stuff there. I've been working for those guys forever. And check this out. Oh, look at these people. Look at this. The inheritors of one of the best palm collections in all of the Bay Area, from legendary Inga Hoffman. I know this is Tom.
Yes.
Tom.
How are you, Gary?
Jenny. Gary Gregg. Is it okay if I video the garden a little?
Absolutely.
Awesome. We'll do the bump. So what I do is I go in, hold my breath, and I back up real fast. That way, any kind of craziness that I've been exposed to, I don't spread around the world. But I'm feeling great personally. But yeah, I'll just maintain my 6 feet so I don't jumble into the video camera. But look at this. So you guys tell me, what's your favorite tree here?
Wax palm.
I know. Woo! Stand next to that for scale. Yeah, look at this thing. Woo! You do seem in love with this tree.
I love my wax palm.
Look at this. Tell me what you love about your wax palm.
It's sexy.
It's
happy.
How sexy. Look how sexy that is.
The kids come by and call it a zebra tree.
Yeah, I am just so blown away at this tree. Look at the white rings on this tree. And it's obviously becoming one of the tallest trees here. Now, what's interesting is there's Washingtonias over there, and they're a little bit taller, but I think this one is going to outpace that, because every time, Jenny, you get a new frond in this tree, look, 1 ring, 2 ring, 3 rings. So what about, you figure it gets 1, 2, 3, just free fronds will create 2 foot of growth on this tree.
Wow.
So here's what you don't know, and you're going to be blown away when you find out. Are you ready for this one?
Tommy?
Yeah? You ready, Tom? You ready for this factoid? There's a factoid coming up. You don't want to miss this.
Here we go.
This palm, and there's several different types of Ceroxylons. This is Ceroxylon kindiense. It's from Colombia. It grows in the Andes Mountains at elevations up to like 11,000 feet or so, where there's like cloud forest. It's really cool conditions. And when the Spanish first came to the Americas and they saw this tree, they thought it was the tallest tree in the world. 200 feet. Okay? So this palm right now is probably about 50 feet. It can get 4 times as tall. And it's probably
crazy.
And I'd say it's probably growing at 2 feet a year now.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Since the Thai palm
It's in gear.
was removed, this thing decided to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that means it's only getting 3 fronds a year. That might even be conservative. It might even be growing faster than that. And the Mexican fan palm that everyone sees on the skyline of LA, they call it the ceiling duster, sky duster palm, because it's so tall. It looks like it's dusting the heavens. Well, that palm only gets half as tall as this palm. So,
Well, the great thing is it
still
seems
love
like
it?
it's really stable.
You like tall guys? Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a quick look at this garden. So you guys are so lucky. You came in here. Sounds like you barely needed to compete with anybody to buy it.
Oh yeah. It was like nobody wanted to tackle the jungle.
And you talked yourself into it. So this is Inga's most famous garden. We had a lot of Palm Society meetings back here. I'm not even going to go over all the different types of palms. You have a triangle palm right here. Look at the beautiful triangle. You guys feel this stuff? It's super soft. Yeah. There's a beautiful brahia right there. And here's a backup shot of the marquee palm of the entire garden, the Syroxylon Kindians. They take a while to get going, but once they make trunk, they take off like crazy. And there's its competitor, the 100-foot tall, eventually Mexican fan palm. It's been here for 70 years. This tree is much younger, and it's nearly as tall. Okay, you've got some Livastonus. So, Tom, what's your favorite tree in the whole garden, or the plant, or whatever?
I'm pretty partial to the wax palm.
Yeah, you gotta be. But there's other cool stuff. Let's take a quick little tour.
Probably number 2 is this guy right here. This little.
Oh yeah.
Little shaggy dude.
The elephants.
Prehistoric and everything.
Yeah, this is Bucarnia from Texas and Mexico, and it's called the ponytail palm, even though it's not a palm. It just looks like it's got the ponytail going. There's your Rapala stylus palm right there, and a real nice Inga king palm. We have all these different aringas. We have a whole bunch of cycads. There's an encephalartos, and we're going to have this beautiful new structure. It's going to have this whole wall just goes away, right, Tom?
Yep.
Right, this whole thing's going to open up. They're going to have a little patio on the back looking back into here. And so what we're filming right now is an infomercial, right? What's the infomercial for? You're the pitch man, Tom. Or do you want to be the pitch person? Hey, Jenny, what you looking at over there?
Got these cool terracotta cylinders.
Are you a good salesperson? Let's give me your best sales
When
pitch.
you like something and you're passionate about it. So these can work as a ground cover. You can kind of see over here. Inga had put these in.
Right.
And
Look at
it
that.
actually allows the roots to grow through. They're really cool.
No
So
way.
you can either do it on the
So it's-
flooring or for the siding. See how we did it over on the siding?
So this is a full-on patio. I think I remember this in the garden.
Yeah, it allows
Vertically
drainage
oriented.
and-
That's really structural too, because there's so much vertical strength in that. You could probably drive a tractor on it. You could even use it as a sideways retaining wall like this, stacked up.
Yeah,
Or you could use it as a vertical retaining wall and edging of your path system. So here's Inga's edging in her
I
garden.
haven't seen it anywhere. And we have excess because we've took it up from where the building is, of course.
All right, so we're selling these for what? $50 each? Is that what did you say?
We're selling them for $6 a piece.
$6 a piece.
We need
All
to
right.
get rid of them.
All right, here, hold
And
one of
that's
these
pretty
things
cool.
up. Hold one of these
What's
things
the
up.
dimensions, Tommy?
Yeah.
They're 4 inches in diameter and
Here,
12 and a
here,
half
you're
inches.
prettier than both of us put together.
There you go.
Here.
So 4 inches in diameter,
Okay.
4 in diameter, 12 and a half long.
12 and a half long. This is the top.
Okay,
This
there
is
you
the
go.
bottom. Inga put sand in it, and again, it's so that roots could go through, and it can drain properly.
All right, let's just continue the last little bit of the tour. In deference to Inga, my friend Inga, here is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh gosh, come on, Gary. It's not Lepidozamia. Macrozamia johnsonii from Australia, right there, the most beautiful texture you can imagine. We've got a butia of some sort here, making all the fruit. Jelly. Areospatha. Was there a sign on that? Is that how you know that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is. Look, there it is. Butia areospatha. There's a whole bunch of different butias, and they're all slightly different. Then you've got look at all these different aloes and yuccas, and look at that beautiful thing. This is where you can have all these lights shining back here with this big giant green or glass wall. Got your giant tree aloe right there. It's actually in bloom right now. Let's go check out the rest of this garden because there's way more to see. Look at this. Woo. What are you laughing at?
There's some scent to be found.
What did you just say?
Are these scented? I think this is where the scent's coming from.
What did you just say that's so film worthy that I had to turn the camera on for? That Tom was laughing? No, so this is actually a palm. It's Oringa engleri, and it's known to be fragrant. And I've only smelled it a few times, but you brought that up.
I think there's a certain time of the day or night where you can smell it more.
Yeah, well, I think it's
It seems
because
really
it was
pungent.
probably when it was in bloom. These are probably seeds now, but I think when it was in bloom, it's probably more fragrant.
Yeah, it was quite a bit more fragrant. What, about a month ago? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really.
Let's go see more of this garden. What I say is you gotta have Ducati gas tanks in your garden and the acoustics of a jackhammer off in the distance to make it more manly. You know what I mean?
There you go. Not a place for little wimpy guys.
So here we go. You know, obviously we don't have our total finished thing in place yet. You know, we've got some stuff laying around. But look at all of Inga's beautiful babies still thriving. We've got giant king palm on the right. We've got a trachycarpus on the left. All these beautiful Chamaedorea microspadics in here with the beautiful green trunks. And speaking of green trunks, look at the Chamaedorea tepeholote. I taught these guys how to eat the tepeholote, the papaya. You had some papaya.
I had some papaya.
Papaya is pretty good. Did I tell you it's hallucinogenic? A little bit?
When does that start kicking in?
Usually about a half an hour. When did you take it?
About a half hour ago.
Yeah!
I see yellow in the garden.
You're seeing gas tanks floating in the garden. So we have the South American Australian equivalent of the Mexican fan palm in the Livistona decora right here. Has a much bigger head than the Mexican fan palm, so it makes it really pretty. And it has, look at the trunk on that, guys. What do you think about the trunk? I need scale. Let's see. I need a beautiful woman. Oh, wait, there's one. There you go. Scale. Look at the scale. Look how big that thing is. Isn't that awesome? And the texture.
I'm 5'2".
5'2".
This is,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty good size.
But don't you love all of the cracks and
Yeah.
the texture in this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Texture of that
It's
is
wonderful.
So beautiful. So,
When you look at it right next to this guy, it's pretty smooth. It's very
right.
different.
Yeah, that's a queen palm right there of some sort. And then here we have a beautiful Caryota. I believe it's a sort of Midas. It's either a Caryota Midas or something immensely more rare that Inga brought back from somewhere. And what else? We have all kinds of cool stuff. We have a really beautiful Phoenix rupicola in here and a Guadalupe palm, which we will leave you on, and then we'll do the front yard. Okay, Jenny, I have a question for you. If you're gonna plant bamboo next to your house and your house is white, what's the best color bamboo to use?
We got it right here. Look at this.
Boom! Look at that black.
Contrast. Woo!
Look at that black bamboo. Look at that beautiful black bamboo on that white stucco. Isn't that just a gorgeous thing? Right on her chimney out here. So there's a little bit of Inga right there. So, Tom, you like booty?
Love some booty.
I mean, I'm sorry, bootia? Bootia?
Love me some booty.
Bootia. Yeah, you gotta have good bootia. And here's a really good bootia right here. And it's a beautiful silver colored bootia. Do we know which bootia this is?
That's a Paraguayensis.
Okay, says Paraguayensis. Okay, that means it's from Paraguay. Okay, like I said, there's, oh yeah, nice. That's a beautiful, delicate color, isn't it?
It's like pineapple, citrusy.
Pretty small. Is it always this small?
No, there were some bigger ones.
Okay.
This is the end of that.
So here's Inga's front yard with her beautiful silver Bootia capita or Bootia paraguayensis, and she's got some gorgeous needle palms in here in the southeast United States. This is the most cold hardy palm of all palms in the world. This one's huge. This is probably the biggest one I've ever seen. In fact, I didn't know it got a trunk. That trunk is 3 feet across. For scale, put my shoe in here, you can tell. That's 1 foot. That's 1 foot right there. Can you see how big that trunk is? Anyway, it makes a big clustering plant. Super beautiful. All kinds of philodendrons. We've got Livistona Livistona australis right there, looking really beautiful and sexy with the backlit foliage. And we have Lidocarium, really rare palm from South America. Look at how beautiful this is. It's kind of black in here. Real beautiful coloration on the Lidocarium. But you got all kinds of air plants hanging on the trees. Giant Phoenix canariensis. It's right next to these huge old Washingtonia robustas, and I think these Washingtonias were probably here before Inga was. That might be why she bought this property. She saw those palms, she's like, I'm getting them. And here is one of the biggest real palostylis in all of the Bay Area, maybe outside the garden of Darrell Petty. Someday, you gotta see my buddy Darrell Petty's garden.
Okay.
Just like this, but worse.
Where
Yeah,
is he?
he's in San Francisco, and he's gonna want to come here and see this garden. So, are you inviting Darrell formally? He was
Sure.
best friends with Inga. Okay, Darrell, you have a green light to come down here. All right, he's the other like legendary dude of the Palm Society from back in the day.
We got the tofu burgers. Just bring some beer.
Right on, right on. So, so maybe Darrell, we might even be able to talk these guys into having a Palm Society meeting here someday. I talked to them about that, and they looked at me with really like a weird look and kind of afraid. I'm not sure why,
Well, it's
but
because we're
yeah.
busy with it.
But I told them we'll bring the beer. Okay, there you go. That's Inga's front door. I'm going to leave you with that. Actually, I'm not going to leave you with that. I'm going to leave you with that, and then I'm going to show you one of the most spectacular botanical sites of the entire Bay Area. There's your Colombian ceiling wax palm from the high altitudes. The high altitudes of the Andes Mountains, soon to be one of the tallest trees here in San Leandro, right there. Woo.